Welcome to your reading for 2023 Taurus. What we're going to look into today are the main areas for your life for 2023. What we have here is love, career and finance, unexpected, your power for 2023, and how you're going to end the year. So a glimpse in 2024 as well. In part 2 of the reading, we'll go month by month to see what you should expect in more details. Now, first of all, let's start with love. And right here, the very first two cards are trust and true love. So we immediately see here that you are in for something big. And I can't help but feeling that this is going to happen more towards the beginning of the year. For some of you, this is someone absolutely brand new coming in. But I do feel that for some of you, this is someone who you carry from this present year, 2022. It's something that though has not developed yet, not to its full potential. In fact, right here, we see a need to trust this, which means that at this moment in time, or when this will first come in, it will not feel this way. There's someone coming in here who feels as though they are perfect, and they will immediately make it clear to you with their actions, with the person they are, that they are your perfect match. And I see you here so excited, Taurus, about this. We see here the notes, the music notes. We see how you're just going to feel so aligned with the universe. And I do believe you haven't felt this way in a long time. And, you know, the more I'm looking into this, the more I see that you are, in a way, connected to something in the past here. Something that has made you believe that true love for you, it was just not possible. It was just not in the cards for you. And so why the trust? This is why the trust. Because what comes in, it's something that at first you will fight. I definitely see that fight within you just because you went through this in the past and it hasn't really turned out as you were hoping it would. In fact, it might have ended up in disappointment and failure. But when true love, when this card comes out, then you know for sure that this is something you can trust. And you get the confirmation over here as well. This is not something that will lead you on, or something that will just put you in a position where you will wish you could go back in time and never do this again. Those times, those chapters have been closed in your life. And what comes in 2023 really seems like something absolutely new, refreshing, and something that won't make you struggle anymore. Here, true love, as you see here, it's number 3, and we have also the 3 of Cups. So what we see here is that potentially you're going to move quick with this person. We might be looking at a celebration over here, maybe a wedding, something that really makes it clear to the rest of the world what this is about. And so if you have been struggling with somebody who maybe has been in and out of the relationship, or someone who hasn't really committed to the point of doing this, next year we'll see how this situation, in fact, will evolve, and we'll get to a place where the two of you will be together and have a long-term view as well. Right now, I see that what these cards are telling you as far as your love life goes for 2023 is the best moments in life come from feeling, not from thinking. And so when it comes to love next year, make sure to follow your heart, to trust what you have around you, because it's really showing to be giving you something that you deserve and something that you know you can achieve. So don't push it away just when it comes to you because of fears, because of doubts. This is the time for you to trust what comes towards you in terms of love, so that you can really create that life that maybe you haven't been able to create in this past few months. So as far as finance, career, I mean, so far I just see beautiful messages for you. I have to be honest. We have something here we need to focus on. But as far as career, you have two main cards, which are abundance and breakthrough. There is something right here, by the way, with the Five of Cups that also has felt like a setback when it comes to your finance, with your money, with your career, all of that. There is something you look back at and you deeply regret. You wish you could go back and change that decision, make a different choice. Overall, there is disappointment, but also there is a lot of pessimism here. It's as if you're looking at next year, you're thinking next year is going to be rough. It's going to be hard. Nothing is going to work out. I'm going to be in trouble. I need to save up. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it makes me wonder, do you watch a lot of news? Because this is the type of feeling that anyone who will watch news on a regular basis would have. That doom and gloom constantly in your ears. If that's the case, what we see here is tune out. Because right now, it's just about focusing on the possibilities, the positives, not everything that could go wrong, okay? We've had many, many times in which people think the world is coming to an end, society is coming to an end, everyone is going to lose everything is going to change. Yet, those things really don't happen. The big ones, the doom and gloom ones, okay? Yes, there is always change and transformation, and that potentially is your breakthrough. Right here, next year, Taurus, instead of fearing something to change, expect it, go with it. Be excited about it, okay? Learn how to navigate the change, and you'll see how much abundance you will receive. We will dive deeper into these messages to find details about this. But just to give you some quick examples, if this is a job coming in that really excites you, something that you love to do, a confirmation, someone telling you, hey, yes, you've been selected for that, it's yours. But at the same time, it doesn't feel too stable, or with everything that it's going on, I shouldn't go for this, I should have something more secure. Well, you're setting yourself up for failure, because this very opportunity that comes in the future, 2023, is going to bring a lot of abundance. Even though in the past it might have not worked out, even though you fear that this is not going to be the wise decision, hey, Taurus, next year, it's all about taking risks and do what other people are not doing, okay? Main thing. Can't wait to dive deeper into this. Now, it's so funny that in the unexpected energies, we have the unknown. So it's clearly something that you're not see coming at all. There is, in fact, here something you've always dreamed about. And you almost, when I connect to this this dreamer energy, I get the sense that this is something that stems from the far past for you. It's a dream you always had for yourself, which for some of you will connect to this, for some of you will connect to this. For some other of you, instead, this is just something that it's only yours. It's a dream about yourself. It could be something that you want to change about your body, or just something you want to achieve in your home environment, a city you want to move to. This is that deep wish, desire that you've had since you were a little kid. You always thought, oh, when I grow up, I want to be that, or I want to live there. I want to have that. And it doesn't have to be a kid like when you were 5 or 10. It could be also in your 20s, but clearly something that for you is part of your identity, okay? And we see how right here, something is coming up out of that energy, that dream that you had, okay? And the card of fire is the Two of Pentacles, which talks about prioritization, flexibility, balancing yourself in this situation. So this really connects with what we just talked about, being flexible with the things that come your way, with the opportunities that come your way. It feels like 2023, it's going to be the year where you are going to either achieve this or get very close to it. How do you do that? With the Two of Pentacles, it's all about prioritizing. Don't feel like, you know what, this has taken so many years, so much time. I have to move quick. I have to do everything right away. Don't forget that this is just one aspect of your life. You have a lot going on next year. And so it's impossible to do everything in one day. And you'll feel less anxious when you stop trying to. So prioritize, understand that things take time, and understand that sometimes when we take shortcuts, then we get lost, and then we have to come back and walk down the same path we would have walked down the first time around, okay? And so now we took a shortcut, but it's taking us longer. So follow the right path right away, even if it feels like it's going to take longer, because eventually it's going to be the shortest one, okay? Now, your power for 2023, healthy choices. And by the way, clock right here, we were just talking about it. Need time, takes time, okay? This is a new cycle that it's beginning for you, and it's one of the most exciting ones, okay? Even though it feels like it's just starting off, you're going to start feeling some anxiety around this, because you're starting to see glimpses of what your life is going to be, okay? And once you see it, you're like, oh my God, I want to get there so fast. I need it right now. But what this is telling you is just be happy with the fact that it has started. You look back a year, 2, 3 from now, and you will see how actually amazing this journey was. So enjoy the journey because it's part of it, okay? And in the meantime, just learn to love yourself. That is your power next year. Understanding that you deserve everything. You don't have to chase anything or anyone, Taurus, okay? And you can do that, you can believe that just when you have self-love, when you really believe that you don't have to chase, because what's right for you will come towards you, will chase you. And we have the Magician over here. What a year. The Magician, as you know, is the card of major manifestation. It comes right after the Fool, which means that you do have to take some risks next year and believe in things that maybe you've never believed in before. But the Magician, again, not just receiving opportunities, but creating your own opportunities. You have power. Your power next year is having power. It's having desire, passion, and focus. As I usually say, if you see my readings, you know this from me. The cards do not tell you what's going to happen. No. The cards tell you what can happen. But then it's up to you to go in that direction, to take those opportunities, and to really make them thrive, okay? So your power next year is understanding that it takes time, that you deserve it, and that you have to go for it. Because you have all the tools, all the experience. You have nothing that needs to be learned anymore. You know what you have to do, just go for it. Now, at the end of the year, this is absolutely crazy. We have definitely a lot of options over here, okay? You end the year with many more options that you would have thought at the beginning. This is kind of like the appetizer. And then at the end of the year, we have the main dish with luck is on your side. And guess what? It's time to take action. It feels like you are You know, when you watch a new TV show, okay, you start season 1, and the first episode or two, it's all about setting up the characters, it's all about setting up the environment, and there's not much happening, okay, in terms of stories and movements, discoveries. And this feels like that's for you the beginning of the year. Not that this is the beginning over here. I don't know why I pointed here, but it feels like the beginning of the year is gonna be you setting everything up for what's gonna happen in the second half of the year, but especially the end of the year. We're going to look into October, November, December in a minute, okay? And what we see is that, you know, luck, why is luck important? Is luck necessary? No. What's necessary is persistence. But when we finally get some luck, we just see things happening with ease. That's exactly what I see here for you. Ending the year with options, everything you touch turns to gold, and overall, just being happy, just feeling satisfied, fulfilled on so many different areas of your life. So we clearly have something amazing over here. Let's get to part 2 of the reading, Taurus. We're going to go month by month to see what you should expect, what all of this is about, so you can prepare for the accomplishments, but also the challenges for 2023. Follow me, the link down below in the description. The main energy for 2023, Taurus, is the moon. And this actually is a very important one because, as we were saying earlier, this is a year where you'll have to be flexible, to go with the changes, go with the ups and downs without fighting them. And, you know, this could be something that someone would say, you know, it could be applied for any year, for any day. But sometimes it makes sense to fight back, to try to make things go your way 100%. But this time instead, what we see is that you have more to gain if you go with what it's given to you, make the best of it, and eventually you realize that that was the best solution for you. It's actually something that most times we don't do because we have our vision, we have our goals, and we want to make sure that we achieve what we want. This time around, just remember that you have to go with what's given to you. You will not know every single time what's going to happen. Faith and trust, as we've seen also earlier, it's the most important thing for you next year, okay? By the way, I kept all the cards here from the previous reading so that I can reference to them. And one of the things that I was mentioning to you as far as your love life goes next year was that whatever we've seen coming in was going to happen pretty early in the year, right? And look what we have for January. We have the Ace of